Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Big up to everyone locked in over on Chelsea Fan TV as always, and welcome to another daily transfer update. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the likes on both streams on your way in, and make sure you subscribe to both channels if you haven't done so already, guys. At 5k, I've decided I'll be giving away a Chelsea training top from the current range. So get subscribed. Let's get us up to 5k as quickly as possible, and there'll be another giveaway for a Chelsea training top of your choice. So make sure you've subscribed to my channel, guys, to be in for a chance to win that. And as always with Chelsea people, there is plenty of news to get stuck into. We've got apparently an unidentified club have bid more than £80 million for Moises Caicedo. We're going to dive into that story. We've obviously got Levi Colwill's contract extension done and dusted. We're going to be going through his quotes and what that means for the future of Chelsea as well. You've got concerns over Dusan-Vlahovic's fitness and whether he actually wants to leave Juventus or not. And, you know, there's loads more to get into. Potential Caicedo alternatives again. The name Tyler Adams' name is not going away either at this point in time. So, yeah, lots to get into, people. Maybe no real updates from Mohamed Kudus or Michael Elise. But, yeah, loads to get into. We've got the Dortmund game tonight as well. Last game of pre-season. Hopefully, MADUEKE will be fit to play some part for the first time in pre-season. And if Chelsea avoid defeat against Dortmund tonight, it'll be the first time they've gone unbeaten in pre-season since Andre Villas-Boas was in charge back in the 11-12 season. So that is quite something. I mean, not that going unbeaten in pre-season means much, but yeah, just a little stat for you there, people. So yeah, run the lights up on your AM, subscribe to both channels. Let me know where you're tuning in from around the world in the chat. Let's say hello to a few people, and then let's dive right into it, people. Trying to big up my guy. I'm worried we won't get Caicedo before our Liverpool game. I don't think any other club will come from at this point. We'll get into that. Kashal, big up. No, I don't think it is PSG, no. Let Chelsea forget about Caicedo. I don't think we can. Again, I don't think the Vlahovic swap is likely to happen, in my opinion, but we'll dive into that. They could do, but, you know, it's a massive downgrade on Caicedo, if we're being honest. I'm not sure. It's tough to say. It could just be a club briefing, but we're going to dive into it. Lobo, big up my guy. Could do. Yep, Colwill, new contract extension. Finley and Nicholas, big up. Yes, Roseanne, hope you're good. Bro, tell me about it. Absolutely does. Yes, big up my guy. Please let us forget about Caicedo. I can't agree with that. Unidentified club. Yeah, it probably is, but you just never know at this point. Big up my guy. What do you think of Pedro? What? As in Pedro that we used to have, or João Pedro? Pedro who? They could be. Guys, who do we think the bid's from? I'm not sure. Ethan, big up my guy. It's not true about Darth. Big up my guy. Yeah, me and you both, brother. Hey, Lukaku, fair. I don't think there's any club. It's just a trick. Maybe. We should just hurry up with this Caicedo deal. Chelsea win tonight's game. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yes, Carlton, big up my guy. Thank you for support, as always. It's fake news about Caicedo, and it's not true. Fair. Jackson Edits, hope you're good, brother. From the club that brought you the blockbuster movie, Colwill really wants to stay, the new Whopper. Another club is made. I have doubts with Sarr and Anurin. What happened? Anurin's probably going to go on loan. Sarr more than likely to be sold. Caicedo overrated, not worth 80. I disagree with that. Pedro Gustav, yeah, good player. 36 years of age now, staying at Lazio. Not for us. Yeah, Liverpool still playing a massive high line, so definitely lots to look forward to there. Well, supposedly more than what we've bid potentially. What do you think about us signing Robert Sanchez? Yeah, I think a decent goalkeeper, smart option, cheap option. So yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. The devil is the liar. Which club? No other club wants Caicedo. Colwill signed. Yeah, he has. Come get it done. Caicedo deal. Liverpool lose today. They did. If we don't get Caicedo, who do you think we should go for? Maybe someone like Romeo Lavia, if we can. Do not leave the Caicedo deal regardless. Has to be Brighton that kills it, or Moises himself. Yeah, agreed on that. On the Fifth Stand app or on the club website, that is where it can be watched. We need to get this Caicedo deal done now. Top player, agreed. Are you going to do the live call today? No, bro, that is on a Friday. Friday, 6:30 p.m. UK time is the live call-in show. That is on a Friday evening now. That is a regular thing every Friday. Who's your favourite Chelsea legend? Terry, Drogba, Zola. There's loads. Hard to pick one. It is hard to pick one. But yeah, guys, let's dive into it. Before we get into the Moises Caicedo stuff, let's just start with Levi Colwill's comments after signing a new contract the other day at Chelsea. It's great to see. Levi Colwill, I never thought I could become what I have today. Through all the hard work, there is no better feeling. So it's always been an easy decision. I've grown up and all I have known is Chelsea. I mean, I don't think people understand how big this signing is for Chelsea. You see Man City going and spending 90 million euros on Josko Vardiol, a top defender. I'm not saying that Colwell's as good as Vardiol right now, but we've got someone in Levi Colwill who if he continues his trajectory at the rate he is, this is one of the best centre-backs potentially in the world in the next couple of years, guys. I don't think you understand. I'm not saying you don't understand, but I don't think we appreciate just how good this guy is right now and just how good he could become. You know, he's the poster boy for the academy now. I suppose it goes to show that if you're good enough, you will make it and you will get opportunities. And I think now as well that, you know, people moaning about academy players being sold, but the club have shown that if you're at the very best coming through the academy, you will get opportunities to play at Chelsea and you will be part of the setup. So Reece James, for example, a prime example there. Levi Colwill, another example. If you are good enough, you will play and you will be a regular in the first team. So yes, you know, it's disappointing for the likes of Chalobah to potentially be moving on and whatnot, and Gallagher and things like that. But good players, but not, we're being brutally honest, not really good enough to make the cut in the first team on a regular basis and be an influence at Chelsea. In my opinion, people, that's just my opinion. But Colwill, I mean, it's great to hear him say it was an easy decision as well. You got Brighton and Liverpool fans thinking, oh yeah, he might come and join us. His head's turned. Why would he want to stay at Chelsea, etc., etc. Like, this is it, mate. Easy decision for him. Easy decision. Those man can hold that. You know, he's staying with us 6 more years. And I can't wait to see how he develops. You know, Pochettino has already talked about him being a starter, certainly for the first few games, and it's up to him to prove that he deserves to stay in the starting lineup. But this is really, really big for Chelsea. It's massive for Levi Colwill. And, you know, the fact that he's already spoken about learning from Thiago Silva as well, I think that partnership, Silva and Colwill, can be something really special for this coming season. I really do. We've got here, we've done that. Daniel, how are we doing? Mate, I'm pretty sure you can watch it on the Chelsea website. I think you can watch it on the website. It says you can't watch the game on the Chelsea app in the UK. Maybe it'll be shown live on the website instead. Yes, big up to all the Chelsea fans in India. Do you think Lukaku and Vlahovic plus 40 is a good deal? No, I don't. I think we need less money. What do you think of Poch? I think it's a great manager, doing really well. No team is paying 80 million for Caicedo. Let's give them 70 plus 15 add-ons. Well, we've already offered 80, so we can't bring in our next bid down. Colwill should be starting. If everything goes to plan, Levi Colwill should be starting for England alongside John Stones at the Euros next summer. No two ways about it. Colwill's better than Vardiol. I mean, look, Vardiol's a top centre-back. There's no two ways about it. He's about to become the most expensive centre-back of all time. I think he's a top player, but, you know, very true. Apparently the last offer was 75 plus 5. Yes, it's 80 either way, if it's 80 up front or 75 and 5. So happy about it as well. Do you think we will sell Cucurella? I don't know. I think if a suitable offer came in for him, then certainly there's potential for that to happen. But realistically, I don't see any suitable offers coming in for him at this point in time. Absolutely, Tottenham aren't bidding for Caicedo. No chance. Badashir was good with Thiago Silva for the brief period they had together. Yeah, he absolutely was. So yeah, I think this is going to be big. But yeah, Levi Colwill was signed the new deal, which is fantastic news for us. Can't wait to see him in action against Liverpool on a week Sunday. Not long now, people. Not long now. But the sporting directors have also been talking about Levi Colwill, and they've had some glowing praise for him as well. You know, they've been bigging him up. Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley saying Levi is an outstanding player who has risen to every challenge in his career so far. We are thrilled he will remain at Chelsea for years to come. His journey from academy to first team is testament to his talent, dedication, and determination. Excuse me. Everyone at the club is now looking forward to watching him thrive at Stamford Bridge in the seasons ahead. So I think everyone at the club is really excited about him. You know, Chelsea fans are excited by him. It'd be interesting to see what shirt number he gets. Are we going to give him the 26? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Should Levi Colwill get the 26? I mean, it's big pressure. That Koulibaly had the 26 last season. Let's wait and see who gets the 26 this time. I mean, people in the chat, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Levi Colwill should be given the number 26 shirt at Chelsea? It is a big number. It weighs heavy, you know, and you've got to step up and you've got to perform when you're wearing that number. So, yeah, do you think Levi Colwill should be given the number 26 shirt? Let me know in the chat. But yeah, I think the feeling around Chelsea is massive. You know, in terms of him staying, in terms of him, you know, his ceiling, his potential, the fact that there was interest from other clubs, the fact, you know, I think Mauricio Pochettino's got to be given a massive, you know, pat on the back for his part in this with Levi as well. You know, the fact that everyone at the club's made it clear that there is a pathway for him. He will get the opportunity to play, and it'll be down to him to show and demonstrate through his ability that he is good enough to play for Chelsea on a regular basis, week in, week out. And I think that is exactly what is going to happen, people. You know, I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it. Really can't wait to see it. But yeah, that's just a little bit on Levi Colwill there, guys. What else have we got here, people? What we got going on? If you can't sign Caicedo, do you think Alvarez would be a good option? It's an okay option. It's a massive downgrade, but it is an okay option. Yes, big up Chelsea fanatic. I think another club bidding for Brighton is fake. Potentially, yes. Do you think it's a yeah? Maybe could well be. Forget your 80 million for finals. Colwill has the higher ceiling, possibly. Number 3 for Colwill, fair. Colwill and Caicedo pushing the ball upfield will be dominant. Yep. Should loan Cuckoo to Strasbourg. Again, they only get 3 loans and he won't be one of them. Should be getting the 26. Yes, top bins, big up, mate. You never know. 80 million in a pound could be Arsenal. Who knows? We've got unknown club came in for Caicedo. This is pure PR from Brighton. Possibly, yes. Give him the number 26. Colwill going right to the top. Just needs developing properly. Yes. I do agree on that. People are saying the number 26. Yes. And big up my guy. Massive scam from Brighton. Until Fabrizio Romano confirms the bid, it's not true. Just PR briefing to bump the price up. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. There's definitely potential for that to be the case. But yeah, I'm so pleased that Levi Colwill signed it. Simon Phillips saying that Lawrence Stewart had a lot to do with the Leslie Ugochukwu signing. Interest in Rayan Cherki, that is still a thing despite no official moves for the Lyon attacker. Thoughts to have come from Stewart's side originally. We'll dive into that a little bit later. But yeah, great news on Levi Colwill. Fantastic. He signed a new contract. Let's give him that 26 shirt and let's look forward to him balling out for us in the coming season and over the over the next years as well. But let's dive into the main news then. Now, it probably is fair to say it is a Brighton briefing potentially, but you know, you do never know. And I've always had my concerns that the longer this Moises Caicedo thing went on, then the more possibility there was for a potential hijacking of this deal. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it's going to happen, but you do have to think that the longer it goes on, it is very, very possible that someone else could become interested. We've been at the front of the queue. It's been a one-man race for so long, and yet I've just got a terrible feeling that we could be about to fuck this up potentially. I still feel we'll sign him, but the longer it goes on, the more worried I feel. I mean, obviously Andy Naylor, who was was writing some pretty shocking things about Levi Colwill in terms of his future, pretty wide of the mark as well, to say the least. But you know, look, I think it probably is a club briefing, but at the same time, we have to be fully aware as Chelsea fans that it'd be naive to think that someone else may not become interested in Moises Caicedo. This is a top player, and other teams want midfield players. So it's look, I think I'm not massively worried, and I do think this is a briefing from Brighton to try and get Chelsea to up their price and all that. But at the same time, guys, I do worry that, you know, it could be someone else. You know, we've seen it with Man City. You know, they bid for Declan Rice. Could the unidentified club, if true, be Man City? You know, potentially they are looking for another midfield player for sure. They did try for Declan Rice. Now, whether that was just, you know, I don't know, some sort of tactics I don't really know, but they could be in with that. And the thing for me is the Caicedo deal is so massive because I really believe it's the difference between us coming in the top 4 or 5 in the Champions League places or us missing out on the Champions League. I think it makes that much difference. It really does make that much difference. But I don't know. Yes, big up, my guy. What else we got going on? Very possible. What team needs a Caicedo? Liverpool, Man City, Man United, loads of teams. No, Mbappe is not coming anywhere near the Premier League. Certainly not in his next move. We are a hated club from journalists to FA yet. I'm getting worried about Caicedo. Fair. Caicedo openly stated to the guests, yeah, no, he did. Well, supposedly that, I mean, again, that's going to be an eyewitness account for sure. We can get top 6 without Caicedo, but not top 4. I agree on that. Just pay the money, do the deal, and walk away. Agreed. It's going to be interesting to see, guys, what Chelsea's next move is at this point in time, because I just don't know what it's going to be. It could, I mean, as I've said many times before, guys, it's got to be the next bid has to be it. It's the 5th bid now, so this has to be it. Take it or leave it offer. Otherwise, we have to move on to our other targets because they could disappear. Romeo Lavia, I mean, Edson Alvarez and Tyler Adams, who have been linked with a Chelsea move. It's I really don't know. It's a strange one. It is a strange one, but I mean, look, I wouldn't rule out the other club being Manchester City for sure. I think there's a possibility that could definitely be the case. But guys, let me know in the chat. Are you concerned that we could miss out on Moises Caicedo? Do you worry that another club could potentially come in for him? Please do let me know your thoughts in the chat, because look, yes, we're clear favourites for him, and you know it's only been us in the race, but there's nothing to say that other clubs can't come in for him. That is true. He's a must. Top 4 next season if Poch can keep this up. We need to get Caicedo for top 4. What's your take on starting the season without a front of shirt sponsor? I'd love it, because it means that we'd be able to buy the shirt. Could you imagine another club bidding Strasbourg? Yeah, fair. Yeah, top 5, top 4, top 5 is going to be what's required. At this point, I've lost faith in our recruitment completely. I don't think it's off. Yeah, we're going to get into that as well. There's a possibility that, Caicedo and Sanchez, although the deals are currently being negotiated separately, there could be some sort of double package potentially on that deal. So let's kind of wait and see on that one. I mean, again, I don't really think that makes an awful lot of difference. So we did it, didn't we, with Mudryk? So we got to watch out. Exactly, this is it. Why are we taking so long between offers? Yeah, this is another thing that I don't understand either. Why does it take so long to prepare an offer? Why do these offers take so long to come through? I really don't understand it. I really don't understand it at all. It makes little to zero sense, personally, in my opinion. Like as to why we're taking so long between bids, why it takes so long to get the money together. Surely, like, it can't take that long to think what our next move is going to be, people. It really can't be that difficult to decide what we're going to do next. We're either putting the money on the table or we're walking away, because Brighton are staying firm. They're not going to change their hand. So yeah, it's definitely a strange one. What else have we got? What do you think of Florentino Luis? Again, a lot of people talk about him. I don't know an awful lot about him. I think he's a Benfica player, if I'm not wrong. Talented boy, but again, I don't think he's someone that's on the club's radar. Certainly not publicly anyway. I think Tyler's a good player, but I just don't have a good feeling looking at his injury history. No, I hear you on that. Definitely worried, but no player is bigger than the club. There's always a replacement, for sure. I'm not worried. Chelsea PR propagated that we are looking at other players. This is Brighton's PR counter, potentially. What's your prediction for the Dortmund game? I think it could be high scoring. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Chelsea win would be my prediction, guys. Why are we waiting so long? We'll lose him. Just pay the money for Caicedo. Yeah, I hear you. We won't pay 100. We missed service like Caicedo last season. This is why we were so poor. It doesn't add up. Should never have taken this long. We have the money, pay up. Yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long. The fact it's taking so long, I'm questioning the competency of Stuart and Winstanley. Again, look, Stuart and Winstanley, in defence to them, have proven that they can get deals done and get deals done quickly. But at the same time, I hear you, brother, that, for whatever reason, obviously this deal is a lot more difficult to negotiate than, say, the Sassy deal or the Ugochukwu deal, for example. But, we should know what the requirements are for Brighton right now. And the only thing that should be decided is whether we're going to do it or not. There's nothing else really to say. Where's big up? Brighton probably installing until another club comes in with a better offer, potentially. Can they all just not sit in a room with a cuppa and thrash out a deal in less than a day? Bro, you would think so. What do you personally think about Vlahovic? We're going to get onto this in a sec, brother. We're going to get onto it. I think it's a big PR stunt over Brighton. Nobody has ever reported it. David or Fab hasn't reported such big news. I think Brighton know Caicedo wants to leave, so he said it. Yeah, again, potentially. It took 7 weeks to bid 80 mil. Yeah, we did. Tyler was phenomenal against us last season. Yeah, a lot of people were. Could you imagine? Yeah, I'm going to get into that next. Yeah, it would take that 25 mil Sanchez, 100 mil Caicedo. Let's just do it. Once Caicedo is hopefully bought, then we'll be in a far better position. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, guys, that's kind of the latest on Moises Caicedo. A potential Brighton briefing that another club is interested in Caicedo and has apparently bid more than £80 million for us. We've got our last pre-season game today, early hours in the morning against Dortmund. I would expect after that, then surely in the time between now and the Liverpool game, we absolutely have to be making some sort of move, whether that's us pulling out or whether that is us putting the bid in and getting the player. There has to be something, people. There has to be something, because this radio silence is just ridiculous. Like, it really is ridiculous. I mean, we've been through some massive transfer sagas, guys, over the years. Even this summer, Lukaku's still ongoing, the Mason Mount one, which is finally concluded. This might be one of the tedious, most dragged out, and most boring transfer sagas we have had in a long, long time. And, you know, yes, as long as we get it done, that's the most important thing. But the longer it goes on, the more of a disadvantage we're putting ourselves at in terms of the amount of preparation time that Caicedo's got, that Poch has got to work with him and get his ideas across. And the longer we leave it, the more chance we're giving for another club to potentially come in and decide that, you know, they want to put a bid on the table and give him a decision to make, guys. So yeah, you know, it's boring. You know, we look, as I've said many times before, and as people have said in the chat also, you know, we've got to draw a line in the sand somewhere. We either bid the £100 million total package, however we want to make that up, or we move on and we try and bring in some alternative targets. But the only problem is the alternative targets aren't anywhere near as good, and it would be putting us at quite a large disadvantage, in my opinion. No, we had one. Look, there was obviously lots of things we had to do this summer, but for me, the number one thing besides the clear out, get a number 6 player, get a top class midfield player in to play alongside Enzo Fernandez. It is August the 2nd, and we don't have a single one of those at this point in time. So yeah. It's mad. Like, I can't believe we got into August and we haven't signed the number one thing that we needed to sign from the start of the window. We knew in January that we wanted Moises Caicedo. This is my issue with the club on this, is that, yes, I know that Brighton are difficult to negotiate, but this is going to be a tough deal to negotiate. Yes, Caicedo and his reps shouldn't have signed a deal with no release clause stating that he wanted to leave, but we knew back in January that we wanted to get Caicedo. We knew in January that Arsenal had a bid of £70 million rejected, yet we went in with our first 3 offers, 60, 65 and 70. 2 less than was offered in January, and then one that matched the January offer that was rejected. They're not going to accept that now. So why have we fucked about for so long, putting in 3 bids that were less or equal to what was rejected in January? Just like an absolute complete waste of time. I really don't get it. But for me, he is the missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. I've forgotten about Craig. I'd forgotten about the Enzo saga as well. That was pretty frustrating as well. People who want to pull out the Caicedo deal has never watched him. Yeah, no, he is worth every penny. I promise you, like, for me personally, I'm sure for a lot of you as well, guys, is that this is the missing piece of the jigsaw, in my opinion. I honestly think, obviously, we need to update the goalkeeper, but like for right now, for the outfield players in the squad, this is the missing piece of the jigsaw for sure. I really do believe that, and I really do believe, like, there's a risk with every transfer, of course there is, but I think this is as risk-free as you can possibly get in terms of signing Moises Caicedo. I really think it's a top signing. I mean, this is a phenomenal midfield player. Look at, yes, I know he's only played 46 games for Brighton. Yes, I know that he's relatively inexperienced per se, but the impact that he's had in that Brighton side, the impact that he's had in the Premier League, this is a guy that is already dominating Premier League midfields. Think how much potential he's got that he could develop under Pochettino, playing alongside the likes of Enzo Fernandez. Think how much better he could be in 2, 3, 4 years. We are talking about one of the best midfield players in the world in the next couple of years. No doubt about it. We could have two of the best young midfielders in world football if we just pull our fingers out of our asses and put the £100 million on the table. It's not difficult. You know, yes, £100 million is a lot of money. We've raised a lot of money through sales. We've got a transfer budget. It's not like we can't afford this. So we need to do it. This Enzo and Caicedo midfield pivot, guys, I don't think we appreciate how special and how good this will be. And we just need to get it done one way or another. Just get it done, whether it's, you know, however we want to make it up, 100 million up front, 100 million total package, whatever it is. But the next bid has got to be the defining bid one way or another. But I do think it is unforgivable for the club not to sign Moises Caicedo, guys. I really do believe that. By the way, people, over 100 of us locked in on my channel. Only 45 likes, guys. We've hit 100 likes. We've hit 100 likes on the stream, well, for the last 8-9 days or so. So we're going for another 100 likes, guys. Hover over that thumb button. Don't freeload the content, people. I know what you're like. You need a little reminder here and there, guys. Make sure you smash the likes. Let's get this up to 100 likes again, guys. We're on 47. Let's smash the likes. Hover over that thumb button. Give it a little click, guys. Don't be shy. I know there's loads of you in there. You get your messages in the chat. That takes much longer than clicking the like button. So please do click that like button, guys, on both channels. But let's ramp these likes up, people. Over 100 of us locked in. Only 48 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes, guys. Come on, people. Do your thing, guys. You're all top people. Love you all. It's all great fun interacting with you. People, do me a favor. Up the likes, guys. Up the likes. And remember as well, guys, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, which is not a million miles away now, there will be a training top giveaway from the new range this season, which looks fucking sick, by the way. So one of you lucky people have a chance to win that. So if you're not subscribed, guys, please do subscribe. If you're tuning in on my channel, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't tune in without subscribing. And if you're anywhere else, you're not sure how to subscribe, hit the link in the chat, people, and please subscribe to my channel. Let's get these subscribers up. Let's get it on the road to 5K. And at 5K, there'll be a training top giveaway, people. Another chance for you to get your hands on a piece of Chelsea merchandise. So, yeah, let's keep it going, people. Let's keep it going. Make sure you smash those likes and make sure you subscribe. What else have we got going on here? Stop getting so invested in Caicedo. Look, I am invested in it. I'll probably get a little bit too over invested in transfers. I do love transfers, people. I can't deny it. I do love the transfers, but I'm invested in this because we need to get this done. I mean, I'm not thinking about it all day, every day. Of course, I'm not. But, you know, I can't lie each day that I wake up, like I go to bed and I think, fuck, I hope I wake up and Caicedo's done, or I hope I wake up and today's a day that Caicedo is going to be done. Look, I'm not going to lie, but I think a lot of people feel the same way on that as well. But, you know, it's tricky, guys. It is tricky. I mean, what we think the selling clause for Caicedo's Colombian club Independiente will be the biggest amount of money that club has ever seen. Absolutely. Top Bailey and Egbali would have wrapped this Caicedo deal already, potentially. I'm a freeloader. Replays 96. Stop freeloading, my guy. Stop freeloading. Hit that like button, son, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will praise the board when they get the deal done for 85 instead of 100 on the final day. Yes, I mean, it would be great to get it done, but we don't want it going to the final day. Brighton won't want it going to the final day either because they'll want to get replacements in for Caicedo. Apparently, the reason they want 100 M's is because they have to give. Yeah, apparently, again, that's potential. Chelsea's wasting time. We're lucky that no one bids for Caicedo. Agreed. This Caicedo, though, I don't even know what to say. I'd also say the right wing / cam deal are a no-brainer. Yeah, I hear you. No one's saying Caicedo's not good, but we can't keep paying 100 million. No, we're not going to pay 100 million for every player, people. We're not. Yeah, again, we could use it. Yeah, exactly. As Lobo says, people, where else do you get this chat? Where else do you get this level of chat? Who else reads out most of the comments in the chat? By the way, guys, if you want to guarantee your comment gets read out, you can use the super chat function as well. Any donation is greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. And hit the link in the description, people, if you want to become a member of the channel and support the channel in that way. It is also greatly appreciated, guys. Just put the money. Don't waste any more time again. What if the other club who put the bid in is Spurs? Nice. Bro, it's not going to be Spurs. We should bid 90 mil, just get it over with. I think 90 mil still gets it done. City are looking for a midfielder, might be careful over Caicedo. Agreed on that. Is this real news or Brighton tricks? That is the big question, Tune. That is the $1 million question. Is it just Brighton brief or is it true? I suspect potentially a bit of both. Yes, Reece James Kingdom, big up. Yep, smash the likes, keep growing. Guys, we know what to do. We are smashing the likes and we're going to keep growing the channel. It's what we're doing, guys. We're all going on this journey together. Not worth paying any cent more than 80. Well, we're not going to get him in that one, Skyzo. I appreciate you, my brother. I'd rather pay 100 mil now than 85 deadline date. Agreed on that. Caicedo's good. Fair. I hear it. Yep. Caicedo will flop for us. No, Caicedo is not going to be a flop. No, not this season. The other club that bid is either City or Liverpool. No news on Kudos yet either. No bid on Kudos yet. Yeah, I've seen that. There could be a package deal. Again, a package deal would be interesting for Robert Sanchez and Moises Caicedo, but I think that just maybe complicates matters a little bit more. I'd much rather us just get the Sanchez deal done separately, get him in so he can start working at the club as quickly as possible, guys. I really don't see the point in trying to combine the two deals. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make it any cheaper, people. It's not going to make it any cheaper. So I don't really understand the point in that. To be perfectly honest, it isn't making it any cheaper. So if we can group it together, fine. But I mean, two separate deals, yeah, fine. Why not? Let's just get it done. So like signing both players together, if that makes sense. So we'll offer them a lump sum for both players rather than doing the deals individually. But yeah, no, it doesn't. He went to Rangers a while back. Looking forward to the future, especially Nico Jackson. Yeah, agreed on that. Brighton can restructure the percentage to Caicedo in a package deal. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's the latest on Moises Caicedo, guys. A potential other club, an unidentified club, has bid more than the 80 million Chelsea have bid. Again, I think it's more than likely to be a Brighton club briefing, but you just never know. So we need to get a move on. We need to get a move on, that's for sure. But guys, let's move away from Moises Caicedo and that tedious transfer saga. And let's talk about the Dusan Vlahovic, Romelu Lukaku swap deal. Now, we've had some developments on that today. And they are, according to cfctvyt, he's a Belgian journalist, very reliable. Dusan Vlahovic's physical fragility in the adductor muscles poses a problem and has given rise to fear in Italy linked to a risk of failure at the medical examination should he leave Juventus. Romelu Lukaku has agreed a 3+1 year contract with Juve. Now, Vlahovic has had adductor issues, injury issues. I mean, he fit in perfectly at Chelsea. You know, just about can't pass a medical, can just about pass a medical, and then we've got a nice bay waiting for him in the Cobham medical facility. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that could be a potential concern of Chelsea's. I'm really not. But look, that's obviously a concern. I don't know. I mean, Vlahovic's value as well. I mean, look, Juventus paid a lot of money for him about 3 years ago from Fiorentina. First 2 seasons he was good. He had a poor season last season. I'm just really unsure on this Vlahovic deal. Look, I think he's a good player. Is he the right profile for Chelsea? I'm not really sure. So it's a tricky one. But those injury concerns aren't ideal at all. Now, if the club are worried about those injuries, then maybe we do need to think twice about this one. And I do really worry that we are still only potentially interested in this deal because we see it as the only way to get rid of Lukaku. And I think Chelsea are more interested in getting rid of Lukaku than they are in actually bringing in Dusan Vlahovic. That's the way that I see it. I'm not sure if we are that interested in it. I mean, I look, Joshua, I agree with you, bro, that we're better off with Nico Jackson, Broja, and Nkunku until January. And then we maybe go for Ivan Toney. We bring Eli Wahi into the first team squad then potentially. I would personally rather go for that. I don't look at Vlahovic and think, fuck, this is a massive standout opportunity for a top-class striker that we can't afford to miss out on. I think we can definitely afford to not have Dusan Vlahovic. That is definitely my opinion on that one. I mean, the adductor muscle thing is a problem. He has had quite a lot of injuries over the years. That's never ideal, but then he's probably perfect for Chelsea in that sense. He's a bit of a crook in that way. But yeah, the fact that the physical fragility has been highlighted means that it's obviously a concern to Chelsea. They are aware of it. It's a tricky one because look, I do like Dusan Vlahovic. I'm just not sure if it's the right fit for Chelsea at this point of time. Yes, he's got a good goal scoring record for sure, but is he what Chelsea are looking for? Is he the right profile of striker that we're looking for? And are we really more interested in getting rid of Lukaku than bringing in Vlahovic? And I honestly believe it's the latter. I really do. And Chelsea certainly won't want to pay £35 million plus for his services either. So yeah, I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. I don't really know. I don't know what to believe at this point in time because, I mean, do we want him? Yes or no? That is the $1 million. That's the £35 million question, people. Do we want him or not? I just don't know, guys. I just really don't know if we want him or not. I mean, what do you think? What are your thoughts, guys, in the chat on the Vlahovic deal? Look, I understand the pluses. We get a striker that's 7 years younger. You get someone with decent potential, good physical profile, a good goal scoring record. But I think high wages for our structure, and an injury record as well that really isn't the best. I mean, what are you people saying though? Vlahovic is injured. He can't even pass the medical. Who else will even take him? I don't even think Vlahovic wants to leave Juventus. I think Nkunku is too isolated as a striker, in my opinion. He fits the second striker. I'd rather we address striker depth, also due to Jackson going to AFCON. Vlahovic got those injuries because of the way he plays. Too erratic. Vlahovic. I don't believe this deal will happen. In my opinion, I don't think this deal will happen. But again, I could be wrong. If we can get it down to a half decent amount of money, not 35 million, if you can get it down 10 million to 25 million, and Chelsea legitimately want Dusan Vlahovic, then I would certainly be a little bit more on board with it. That's for sure, guys. I would certainly be a little bit more on board with it. Sell Lukaku and Sterling, then sign Kudus and Wahi. I mean, I'd love to sell Sterling, but it's not going to happen. He's 23, young enough to overcome these injuries. I'll pull the trigger on this. Fair. Vlahovic deal should be based on medical and on the cheap. 20 plus Lukaku. I agree on that. Vlahovic deal just doesn't sound right, not our style. To be fair, Stuart's been pretty good. He got the Disasi deal done. People don't rate Vlahovic just because Allegri ruined him. No, look, I'm not. Look, I don't not rate him, and playing in that ridiculously shitty system under Allegri last season is obviously going to be pretty tough. But yeah, I'm just not sure it's right for Chelsea, and I just don't know if Chelsea are doing it for the right reasons, guys. And you've got to be, if you're going to do this sort of thing, you've got to be doing it for the right reasons. You can't just be doing it because you think it's a good way to get things to just get Lukaku off. It's kind of mad. It is kind of mad. I just don't get it really. It just doesn't really make sense, this swap deal, in my opinion. What else we got? We need Lukaku off the books. Then we do need him off. Can do better, not Vlahovic. I mean, I don't really think there's that. Look, the striker market's piss poor this summer. We know that. We're not getting Osimhen. We're not getting Kane. We're not going to get Kolo Muani. And the Lautaro Martinez links have just gone dead. So yeah, it's a mad one. It is a mad one. The striker market's not good. So yeah, I don't know what to believe at this point in time, guys. I'm really not too sure. But there's also another little update. Don't want him. What if Chelsea made up the story of another club bid incoming for Caicedo? Maybe. No to Vlahovic, injury issues and price makes me say no. Fair. Rather Tony, yes. You don't get a chance to sign a top class striker like Vlahovic every day. Again, this is another point. What does that mean for Eli Wahi? And I also think, what does it mean if Vlahovic comes in? I think that's the end for Broja as well. Well, certainly for this season. Rather Tony, I agree. Juventus must think we are fools for wanting to pay 40 million euros on top of Lukaku. Yeah, I agree, brother. Not against it, as Broja been out for so long and always good to have choices, but not for it, as Jackson should be riding this form until it becomes permanent class. Yep. Why not go for Lukaku and 50 mil for Barella? Because that is a ridiculous deal. Vlahovic is a risk, but if we can manage his minutes and pay no more than 25 million, he's worth the financial risk, potentially. It was like 65 goals in 6 seasons in Serie A. That is horrible for that league. Lukaku Vlahovic direct swap, no money involved. Look, yeah, I think the money involved is peak for us. We don't want to be involving money. That's absolutely clear, guys. I don't think we can afford to be involving too much money, in my opinion. I think we're going to have to involve some money if we want to do it, but 35 million and Lukaku is an absolute liberty. We know Chelsea value Lukaku at around 35 million. So what we're saying is we're effectively paying 70 million pounds for Dusan Vlahovic, which is an absolute no, in my opinion. As an added bonus, you get Lukaku out. 35 plus Lukaku is as reasonable as it gets. I think that's unreasonable, in my opinion. Yes, my guy. Sends out wrong message to Jackson. We want to build up. Look, I think what I would say is that it's not about sending out the wrong message. What is really important to understand, and Demba Ba was saying it today in an interview that came out today, that at a top club like Chelsea, you expect competition. You need to thrive off the competition. You need to show that you've got balls. Jackson will be fully aware that a club like Chelsea will always look to sign a top quality striker, whether it's this summer, whether it's next summer, whether it's the summer after. You know, that's the nature of the beast at Chelsea. We will always look to sign a top quality striker. So you've just got to show that you've got the balls. You've just got to perform. And competition is healthy. Competition can drive you on to perform even better. And competition, you can learn from other strikers. You can learn from better players around you. So look, I think competition's got to be expected. But if Vlahovic does come in, Nico Jackson should absolutely be starting the season because of what he's done so far in this pre-season, guys. No two ways about it. What else is going on in the chat? There's quite a lot of things coming in. Yes, I want Vlahovic, but it appears as though he doesn't want to join us. Yes. I think Liverpool come in bigger offer and accept it because we didn't give them Levi. And I don't know about that. We want to be up there with City. We need good quality competition. This is exactly it. Too high risk to take Vlahovic for the money involved. Raw cash for Lukaku would be better, even if small fee. We also have Jackson, Nkunku, and Broja already. Tony's better than Vlahovic. I would prefer Ivan Toney to do some Vlahovic for sure. What else we got in the chat? Yeah, guys, I can't get through all these messages, but I will get through as many as I can. 2 failed transfers. That's why I think it should be a straight swap deal. On second thoughts, it should be an even swap. Yeah, it's not going to be an even. Actually, he's passed his medical announcement. Should be in the coming days. Don't forget, Vlahovic is 23. No, of course, for sure. Drogba had to compete with Crespo and Shevchenko. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Charlie, can we beat Liverpool? Yeah, no, we can beat Liverpool. Yeah, for sure we can. Vlahovic messes up our wage structure. Yeah, again, he'd have to fit into the wage structure. Let's just move into another little update on the Dusan Vlahovic thing and being reported by somewhere out of Italy, and I can't remember where it is. Let me just bring it up on the screen now. Saying a little thread here from Pice, from some Italian journalist. As things stand, Chelsea are not convinced of making a move for Vlahovic. So that's clear, and that echoes the reports that we got that Chelsea had said no to Vlahovic said no to him last month. So I don't see why this would suddenly change. And if it has changed, in my opinion, it's clearly for the wrong reasons. It's clearly because we see this as the only way to get rid of Lukaku rather than us really wanting Vlahovic. So that's the first thing that we need to establish as well. But yeah, so there's obviously that Chelsea aren't convinced on Vlahovic. Then it goes on to say Chelsea are having a meeting in the next few hours. So that must be tonight. Must be today. So yeah, it's an interesting one. So having a meeting in the next few days, probably tonight, to decide a final decision whether to go for Vlahovic or don't go for Vlahovic. There is no possibility that Lukaku and Vlahovic will both be at Juve. Yeah, and that's always been the case. That has always been the case. No possibility that it'll be Vlahovic and Lukaku together. It's one or the other. And this is the classic situation that we're in, guys. Is that we've got two clubs that don't want their strikers and are desperate to get rid of them. Juventus want to get rid of Vlahovic, and Chelsea wants to get rid of Lukaku. There's not really a market for Dusan Vlahovic, and there's not really a market for Romelu Lukaku. So we're coming together with some sort of ridiculous swap deal idea that gets Juventus get rid of Vlahovic, and we get rid of Lukaku, which is two things that we both want. But at the same time, guys, I would rather we send Lukaku to Saudi or whatever, or hope that something else comes up, rather than looking at this as the only way to get rid of him and getting a striker in Dusan Vlahovic that we aren't really invested in and that we don't really want. I just don't think that's the way. I just don't think that's the way to be operating, people. I really don't. So yeah, it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. There's no two ways about it. But I mean, look, I think in Nico Jackson, we've got a really top quality prospect striker. Yes, you have to accept that it's going to be competition for places, people. But if Chelsea aren't convinced on Vlahovic, guys, then we absolutely need to rethink what we're doing. Then we need to either not go for a striker, get by till January, or we need to, decide, or maybe we have a change of heart. Who knows? No, because Inter are going for Gianluca Scamacca. He is going to be an Inter player pretty soon, so that'll be their striker signing. So yeah, Inter won't be going for Lukaku. Yes, big up Nigel, big up my guy. Amy, hope you're good. I read Vlahovic will stay in Serie A. I say they want 100 million. Yeah, I think Vlahovic does want to stay. If Jackson gets injured, we're in the mud. Fans saying Jackson and Brea are enough. Look, if Jackson gets injured, it's a problem. Jackson, of course, is going to the African Cup of Nations in January, but I don't see why we can't do a move for Ivan Toney in January, guys. I really don't see why that can't happen. 40 mil is a piss take. Yeah, it is. Liverpool are the mystery club to have joined Chelsea in the race. Again, I wouldn't believe Footy Insider too much, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was them. Forget that swap junk. Get Toney as the window closes. Again, I don't know if Ivan Toney is able to sign for another club in the summer, which is why I don't think anyone's gone for him at this point in time, guys. I think that is why. It's a no-brainer. Lukaku's refused to go Saudi multiple times. No, I know, but if this still doesn't happen and it becomes his only option, then he may well have to take that. And I don't know if that's a better risk for Chelsea to take or not. Look, at the end of the day, it's Chelsea are in a really shit situation with Lukaku, essentially. You think a big club would call another club to sell his striker. You find that normal. They don't rate him there because he's been exposed. Yeah, the fact that, Juventus are getting in touch with us over it kind of goes to show that, they don't particularly rate Vlahovic that much anymore. Liverpool can't even afford Lavia. Yeah, true. Maybe Chelsea started this rumor so they could say maybe. Jackson's going. Yeah, no, I know Jackson's going to the AFCON, but I think we can still sign someone else in January, and I think we can get by. Yes, obviously, if Jackson were to get injured or whatever, or Nkunku were to get injured, yes, we would have a problem. We would have a problem. Yes, we would. But I don't want us to sign a player unless we're 100% committed to signing that player. We shouldn't be signing a player because we see it as a way to get rid of Lukaku. That is not the way to go. Yes, big up my guy. Not much, mate. Just Caicedo stuff, talking about Levi Colwill, and now we are locked in talking about the Moises, not the Moises Caicedo, the Dusan Vlahovic swap deal. Jackson's going to the AFCON. Yeah, aware. Just let Lukaku rot. Look, Lukaku's on too much money. The swap deal is mad, but we can't wait around and hope bid comes in. No, I hear you on that. Yeah, Saudis will be there in the end. We need to go for more midfielders. We have Broja, we have Sterling, we have Mudryk. We need midfielders, not attackers. But look, I don't think we necessarily need a 9. I don't think we do need a 9. What else have we got? Brentford will demand 80 million for Toney. Yeah, I'd pay 80 million for Toney. I actually would. Liverpool, the reality we need is another striker. Yep. Liverpool choked. What else have we got going on here? Elise or Eze are being overlooked by us. We're interested in Elise. There's no other club going in. Brighton are doing so. I don't know. Remember, South Americans' first priority is their national team, and Africa becoming the same thing. Yeah, look, Jackson's going to go to the AFCON. No problem with that at all. It's what happens. You know that when you sign African players, every so often they're going to have to go to the AFCON. With Colwill and Badiashile fit, who starts? It's a tricky one. I'd probably say Colwill, but I am also a massive fan of Benoit Badiashile as well. So yeah, look, it is a tricky one, people. It is a tricky one. I just don't know. We have to wait and see, though. We do have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know what other strikers are out there, though. But I honestly don't think that Chelsea go for another striker. I really don't. It costs more to carry on paying Lukaku's wages and buying Wahi. Again, look, Chelsea need Lukaku off the books one way or another. We need Lukaku off the books. Why can't AFCON be in the summer? Yeah, probably because it's too hot. But we do know that AFCON obviously it takes place every I think it's biannually, is it? Every couple of years. So yeah, that's the way it is. Unfortunately, we know that. Yeah, and it is frustrating, but that's just the way it goes. Badiashile's class. Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if Badiashile and Colwill potentially forms a centre-back partnership for for the majority of the season, guys. That I wouldn't really be surprised at that at all. I think that's definitely a strong possibility. Any more on the Sanchez deal? No, not yet. Chelsea put a bid in. It's not been disclosed what the bid is. Reportedly, Brighton want around 20-25 million pounds for Robert Sanchez. So let's wait and see how that one. Let's wait and see how that one develops. We have serious centre backs, great fullbacks, good strikers. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Got Liverpool less than 2 weeks now. Yeah, we do. Less than 2 weeks. It's mad. It's come around real quick. No summer AFCON due to too much rain, not too hot. Oh, fair. Too much rain. There we go then. Rainy season, obviously. Probably too many waterlogged pitches. By the way, guys, still 100 of us locked in on my channel. Only 79 likes. Let's get these final 20 likes over the line, people. Make sure, don't free the content, guys. You get involved in the chat. It takes longer to type your messages out than it does to smash a like. So let's knock these final 20 likes off, people, and let's get to another 100 likes again on the channel, guys. So smash the likes. Let's run it up, guys. Make sure you do. It massively helps me out. It spreads the stream far and wide. It gets more eyes on the channel, which is greatly appreciated. So please do run the likes up. Less than 20 now. Let's get it to that 100 mark again, people. We can do this. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, please do. If you're tuned in now on my channel and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button on the channel. Or if you're not sure how to do that, just hit the link in the chat, guys. Please press that subscribe button. It does massively help me out. I'm trying to get to 5K as quickly as possible. So please do subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Run the likes up, guys. Remember, at 5K, there'll be a Chelsea training top giveaway from the current season's range. So we need, I'm sure all of you would love to get your hands on one of those. So yeah, let's run it up, guys. Please subscribe. Hit the link in the chat. There's over 300 of us in here. There's definitely a good chunk of you that probably aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you could just take 10 seconds to hit that subscribe button, guys, it would be greatly appreciated. And it means I don't have to bang on about it as much. Just run the likes up, Pete. Run the likes up. Run the subscribers up, guys. You people know what to do. So please do that. It is greatly appreciated by myself, guys. Anyway, what else have we got going on in the chat? It's Man City, potentially. Chelsea playing late against Dortmund. Yeah, it's mad. It's like a 1:30 kickoff time. Smash the like button on both channels. Yes. We know what to do, people. We know what to do. Another Winstanley snail-paced signing. No, Disasi's done. He's passed his medical. It's all done. We are just waiting for a club announcement. That's all we're waiting for. That's it. You know, there's no hold up on that Disasi deal. It's all done. There's nothing to worry about on that front, guys. Might be the scummy Arsenal. No, I don't think it will be. Getting Vlahovic will undo all the nice things that Poch is up to in pre-season. Heard a lot about the possibility of the Mbappe transfer. No, Mbappe to Chelsea is not happening, guys. The sooner we get that out of our heads, the better. Mbappe to Chelsea is a no-go. What if we all donate a £5 to finance the Caicedo deal? It's probably going to take a little bit more. It's going to take a little bit more than that to get the Caicedo deal over the line, people. It's going to take a little bit more than that, guys. But yeah, it's not a bad idea, bro. Its bottom line is we have to get Lukaku off our books, and the swap deal is the only option on the table. I do agree with that. Yeah, the Sassy. I'm excited by the Sassy signing. I think it's going to be a great signing for us. We've got a great pool of centre backs as well, people. No two ways about it. We've got a really good pool of centre backs. I'm excited to see how it plans out with the centre backs. Who's going to be the first choice partnership? How much is Thiago Silva going to play? And all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's certainly exciting, people. It is certainly exciting times ahead. The Vlahovic deal with Lukaku, let's see what happens with that. We'll get updates on that hopefully today. Will Sterling finally leave? Nope, Sterling's not going to leave this summer. Mbappe to Real Madrid is bound to happen. Yeah, we all know it's going to happen. But guys, let's move on to the preseason friendly then. We are playing Borussia Dortmund tonight, our final game of the tour in Chicago. As I said at the start of the show, if we don't lose this game, then we can obviously, if we win this game or don't lose, then we will be unbeaten in pre-season for the first time since Andre Villas-Boas was in charge. Now, you know, we've got loads of pictures of the lads training hard in Chicago ahead of the final game. And what I'm really hoping for from this last game is that Pochettino puts a puts the strongest team possible out in terms of, the closest thing we're going to see to what we might see against Liverpool. I'm talking, I want to see Kepa in goal. I want to see James, Silva, Colwill, Chilwell. I then want to see Enzo and Santos. And I want to see Mudryk, Madueke, and Nkunku behind Nicholas Jackson. I really feel with our last preseason game that we need to be putting out a lineup that is going to resemble closely what the Liverpool game is going to resemble as well, guys. What are your thoughts on a Dortmund game? Do you think we need to put a team out that is going to be close to what we see against Liverpool? I personally believe that is exactly what we need to do, guys. No two ways about it. That is exactly what we need to do. But at the same time, I was surprised by the amount of rotation in the Fulham game. I wasn't expecting that much rotation. To be honest, Gusto has been better than James this preseason. Yeah, just because I think he's fitter. How did AVB manage not to lose in preseason? I mean, I don't know what teams we played, but we were obviously cooking under AVB guys in preseason. That was clearly what was happening. Yes, we need the first team to play. You need the official starting lineup. Yeah, it's not out yet because the official starting lineup isn't out yet, so we are going to have to hope that comes out soon. It's not going to come out whilst we're streaming, but yeah, it'll come out in the early hours of the morning, probably about 12:30 a.m. I mean, the first thing to play. Do you think we'll sign Eli Wahi? Potentially, I think the club want him, but again, if we sign Dusan Vlahovic, I'm not really sure of a need to sign him. That's the thing. This by the way, guys, let's just have a quick update from Ben Jacobs very briefly on the Moises Caicedo deal, people, because Ben Jacobs has been saying Moises Caicedo's camp have been told by Brighton an 80 million plus bid, surpassing Chelsea's rejected offer from a new unnamed Premier League club, is confidential. They don't know the identity or whether the offer is real. However, contrary to some reports, Liverpool have not bid. So Moises Caicedo's camp have been told by Brighton that a new bid has come in from an unnamed Premier League club, but it's confidential. So that club doesn't want their name released. So this is another slight plot twist, as it were, guys. A little bit of a plot twist on this one. We're going to have to wait and see what further details come out. But that is a potentially interesting development, guys. An interesting development. I don't know if it's bullshit or not. We'll have to wait and see. But that is an interesting update, guys, on the Caicedo deal there. That apparently it is a unnamed Premier League club. Yeah, United lost 3-2. Nice to see Liverpool losing today. Yeah, it is. Need close to our starting lineup. Yep, just bought the Ben Jacobs. Enzo has been mediocre too. I don't think he's been mediocre, but yeah, he certainly, he's not. He certainly could have been a little bit better. That's for sure. No two ways about it. He certainly could have been a bit better, guys. When is Broyo coming back? Well, he should be fit for the start of the season. I think he'll be on the bench for the first few games, though. If somebody else gets Caicedo, I'm proven right about Bailey and Legbali's ambition. Again, I don't think you can question the owner's ambition. This will be down to the sporting directors whether this deal gets done or not for Moises Caicedo. Do you think we can still sign Caicedo? Yes, but you do have to start to worry. The closer to the season gets, the more days that go by, the bigger the chance that another club could potentially come in for him. That is the reality of the situation. No two ways about it, guys. That is the reality of the situation. So it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. I'd like to say yes, but I don't know. I just want to see Reece healthy. That's it. Yep. So we have Liverpool in 11 days and no Caicedo and no word of a kit sponsor or sleep. I'm not asked about the sponsor because the kit looks better without it. If Chelsea get Caicedo, we're good to go top 5 for sure. Yes. I don't want Vlahovic anywhere near. Vlahovic in. I don't think I want Vlahovic. Unnamed club. Yeah. Unnamed club. I don't know who it is. Confidential, I call BS. Fair. It's definitely United trying to hijack our deal. I still do not buy this PR. Why can't our club name not be released? I don't know why the club name can't be released, guys. I'm not sure. Santos for me needs to start. Yes. United can't afford, neither can Newcastle. So secret they haven't even told the player. Yeah, no, look, again, it's hard to tell whether this is true or not, but the new Caicedo news will light a fire under the arses of Chelsea. Yeah, potentially. Could it be? I personally think it's Manchester City. I do believe it's Man City, guys. That is my opinion. By the way, people, 6 more likes to 100 likes. Let's get those likes racked up. The final 6, guys. And we are only 2 subscribers away from 4,250. That'll be a quarter of the way to 5K. So let's get another 2 subs, guys. Obviously, we want to get more, but let's knock off another 2 subs, people. If you haven't subscribed and you're locked in on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. If not, guys, please, can you hit the link in the chat and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already? It will be greatly appreciated. Let's get another 2 so we can knock those off and get a quarter of the way to 5K, guys. But as I said, guys, the quicker we get to 5K, there's going to be another giveaway for a Chelsea training top, people. So, yeah, we need to do that. Let's run the subscribers up, guys. We can definitely do this. And just another couple of you to hit that subscribe button if you can, as a minimum. That would be massively, massively appreciated, guys. We've had such good growth so far. Let's just knock off the final 2 subscribers to 4,250. And let's start climbing to 4,500, guys, on our road to 5K. It's all bollocks made up. We will be outbid by another club. We gave up on Ugarte and Frank. I don't think we wanted Franker in the end. Pointless enthusiasm this season with no midfield. Well, then it's City then, isn't it? I think it is City. Who is the sneaky? I don't know who it is. I don't know what the Gilmore comment was. Vlahovic really overrated. He will flop. Why do City need Caicedo? They'll probably get rid of Calvin Phillips, to be honest. It's not going to be Fulham. It's not going to be Fulham. Even if it's true Caicedo wants Chelsea, well, yeah, but if it's someone else, we'll have to wait and see. If it's City, they will definitely get him over us. Watch it be West Ham using Declan Rice money. No, I don't think it is. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. Guys, thank you so much. Just keep subscribing. As I said, it is greatly appreciated, but I don't think we are quite on 4.25 yet, guys. We still need 1 more. It was a slightly premature congratulations. We need 1 more sub for that 4.25. This is a response to Chelsea for not letting the media know how much Robert Sanchez's bid is. Maybe. When Stanley and Stewart out, fair. It doesn't matter. Caicedo wants Chelsea. Fulham, yeah, it's not Fulham. I think this is to make Chelsea panic and pay 100 mil. Potentially, guys, potentially. I can't imagine we might have to go for Calvin Phillips. No, I don't know. I'm not sure we go for Calvin Phillips. Who knows? Caicedo's the closest to Kante. We desperately need him. He's essential. Yep, I absolutely agree. I said we should have kept We should have kept Gilmore. We wouldn't have had our midfield sorted with Billy Gilmore. Absolutely not. Billy Gilmore, a talented player, sure, but not the answer to playing alongside Enzo Fernandez and transforming the Chelsea midfield. Absolutely not, in my opinion. We should look for alternatives. Look, I think Chelsea will have a list. Jacobs confirming the news makes me sure it's bullshit. Again, I disagree on that. Ben's very good with what he does. He's pretty much spot on with everything. How do you rate Edson Alvarez? I think Edson Alvarez is a decent player, and it wouldn't be a disaster if we got him. But at the same time, there's no 2 ways about it, guys. It is an issue because it's a massive downgrade on Moises Caicedo. Guys, 1 more like to the 100 likes. Run it up, people. Run it up. One of you people needs to press that like button, smash the thumb. 100 likes incoming. Let's do it, guys. The timing of this report just shows that it's fake. Caicedo announced he wanted to leave at the Brighton Awards ceremony last night, and now this. Again, we don't know how true that is either. We should have done this deal quicker like the big clubs do. I understand it's a difficult deal to do, but we shouldn't have been taking this long fucking about with the deal. That's absolutely clear. We should not have waited this long and be fucking about like this. Besides Vlahovic, are there any other realistic striker options? Not really, no. Bit of luck, it'll make Chelsea move quickly. Yep, I think it's Liverpool. Vlahovic cannot be allowed to slip away. Look, I'm not convinced on the Vlahovic thing, but yeah, it's interesting now that Ben Jacobs has sort of semi-confirmed this news. It's certainly an interesting one. I don't know how true it is or not. It's going to be, people are going to interpret it the way they want. So yeah, let's see. It's certainly an interesting one, guys. It is an interesting one. I'd love to know who it is. So we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. It is it is an interesting one for sure. It is an interesting one, guys. But yeah, that's just another mini update on Moises Caicedo, people. But let's just round this one out, guys, by talking about the game against Borussia Dortmund. Again, Jonathan David. I don't think he's crap, but it's he's not the best in her opinion. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, guys. I mean, yeah, it's let's talk about Borussia Dortmund now. Then, obviously, as I was saying, our final game of the pre-season, we could go unbeaten in pre-season, which would make a big difference from last season and give us big confidence heading into the new season. But at the same time, guys, I think what we need to see, the Fulham game was good, particularly that first half. I don't want to see anywhere near as much rotation in this game from Pochettino. We need to see as close to the first choice lineup as we can get. This potentially, I think, could be our toughest test in pre-season. Newcastle, I'd say, was the toughest, but I think Borussia Dortmund are probably a little bit better than Newcastle, in my opinion. I just want to see more of the same again, more consistency. I want to see more of that quick one-touch football, looking sharp, all that sort of thing. Basically, a continuation of what we've seen in all the other games. I'd like to see us scoring a few goals. Maybe try and keep another clean sheet if possible. Yeah, Dortmund looked good the other night against Man United. They beat them 3-2. So if we can win, it'll be nice to have a little bit of bragging rights and give them some banter, even if it is only pre-season. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. It is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the game. I really want to see Madueke get some minutes, whether he starts or whether he comes off the bench. We need to see that. We need to see him put in a better performance than Raheem Sterling, and then we're probably set that Sterling is for sure going to be fourth choice on the wingers list. But I'd like to see Andre Santos again. I do want to see. I want to see Chukwuemeka and Kunku. We want to see all the guys that are going to. Basically, what we want to do is have it as close to a kind of a match day squad simulation as possible ahead of the Liverpool game. Because this is our last chance to test ourselves out before pre-season comes to an end, before the season comes around for real. Will we play a behind closed doors friendly at Cobham? I'm not sure. We might do, but it's not the same as playing a competitive game in a packed out stadium. This is our last chance to kind of test and hone what we've been practicing in pre-season, guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. It's going to be a top level of opposition. We played them in the Champions League last season. We won one game each, but we knocked them out. So yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this game. Obviously, I won't be watching it because it's on a ridiculous time in the morning, but I'll certainly be catching up with the highlights of the game tomorrow, people. That goes without saying. But yeah, I mean, guys, what are your thoughts? What do you want to see from the Dortmund game? No, I don't think Disasi will start against Liverpool. Claudio, yeah, Gio Reyna might play tonight. Yep, I've checked that. We aren't losing Caicedo. Calm down, everyone. Let's hope not. Leslie to start Liverpool? No, I don't think so. It'll be Santos. I think it's United or City. Fair prediction on Chelsea Dortmund. I'm going to go for a 3-2 win. I think there'll be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going to go Nico Jackson, Mudryk, and Nkunku to carry on his goal-scoring run. Nope, no news on Correa yet. Again, Chelsea are interested. Chelsea will listen to offers for him, reportedly. But at the same time, I don't think we're going to get any offers that we consider good enough. Be good to beat Dortmund. They're a good test for us, agreed. Tottenham Barley, get your lily white asses over there and get the deal sorted. 3-0 Dortmund wake-up call. I mean, John, I can't see that happening. I think we've been on a real positive roll in pre-season. So, yeah, I really don't see that happening, in my opinion. But, yeah, I hear you. It obviously can't be ruled out that we might lose. But I think we're riding a good wave of confidence here. We lose 2-1. Fair. Okay. I want to see Mudryk start. Yep. Absolutely. I don't know why Mudryk didn't play against Fulham. So, hopefully he starts this game. Colwill, Jackson, and Kunku, Santos, and Gusto. Yep. Any news on Mohamed Kudus? No. No news. Personal terms virtually agreed with him. But again, no offer has been submitted for his services at this point in time. Would you sign a striker or a midfielder? A midfielder for sure. Yeah, let's hope we batter Dortmund tonight. I guess Leslie is our DM since we can't pay 100 for Caicedo. Well, it will be if we can't pay the money, but I think we will. Does the board favour Elise or Kudos? I think there's admirers of both. To hear the name Sterling gives you the creeps. Yeah, we win 2-1. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Dortmund are a good set-piece team, fair. MADUEKE lacks end product, need to keep Angelo. I think MADUEKE is better than Angelo at this point in time. Biggest test for us for sure. I want to see Noni and Leslie. 3-2, come on you Blues. Natch, big up. Would you start Sterling or Gabriel? I'd start Gabriel. The bookies still have Chelsea as clear favourites to Caicedo. Yep. Leslie Ugachukwu. Why haven't Richmond? Because he can't play for Chelsea because he's not old enough yet. He has to wait till he's 18, people. Have to wait till he's 18 till he can play. Same with Kendry Paez. What business do you think gets done before Liverpool? I would say Robert Sanchez and maybe Mohamed Kudus, but I can't see Caicedo being done before Liverpool. I could be wrong. Where is the sponsorship deal? Again, I don't know. I'd expect announcements on that after the US tour, hopefully. Is Angelo staying or being loaned out? Again, that decision has not been made. Pochettino said that no decisions have been made so far on players going on loan. But yeah, guys, last game of pre-season is coming up in the early hours of the morning. Chelsea versus Borussia Dortmund. Let's hope for another win for the Blues to go unbeaten in pre-season. Let's hope for some more goals. Let's hope for some more sharp football. So yeah, guys, I'm going to round this one out here. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. It's always great to interact with you. You're all great people and the streams are nothing without you guys tuning in and watching. So I do greatly appreciate it very, very much. So thank you so much as always. Guys, on the way out, please continue to run the likes up. Please subscribe to my channel and Chelsea Fan TV on the way out. If you haven't done so already, people, please, please, please hit the link in the chat. Subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. There's a 5K giveaway, guys. We're a quarter of the way there. Yet the quicker we get there, then the quicker there will be a giveaway for a Chelsea training top. Please subscribe to my channel on the way out. Please run the likes up on both channels, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's hope we can stay unbeaten in pre-season. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily transfer update. And guys, stay tuned for the Dortmund match review dropping on my channel around tomorrow lunchtime. But until then, people, take care. Up the Chelsea and peace out, guys.